Okay, and welcome back to the RIZE League. Today, obviously, we're going off in the US of A. I have a bit of a stream problem. We've sorted it straight away, though, as it always goes quite well when I'm here, as everyone knows. Not being arrogant at all, but today we're starting on what looks like inter weather right now. And that is iRegal instantaneously out of the session. That is not the way, the one that was looking to really be a title contender in this part in this league right now. He's looking to be one of the serious title contenders, and that is not what you're going to be doing right now if you're a part of that. USA is a very difficult track. On that section there where where iRegal does crash out, it is a very dangerous area because your gears, you change quite fast there, and that will not be a good thing for you if that happens and you go the wrong way, such as Drowsy's done in a different area. Yeah, right now where that Haas is right now of, I believe, yeah, an Gurk, that is not really a nice area to when you a gear change, because you'll be going quite fast, and the slightest touch in this Inter's weather will send you off the course. You've got to have the trust in the car and the trust in yourself. Anyway, first off, we'll be going with our standings right now. So, in first place, still as usual, we have Hypnotic, Booch 33, sorry, with 18 points. I can't read here right now, it feels like. That's a bit weird. There we go, that's better. Sorry, my audio was messing around a little bit there. I could hear it a little better now. So, Hypnotic Booch 33 with 218 points. He's taking the top of the pops right now, with Flawless close behind on 213. So with this race going well for the Mercedes driver, he could still take that top spot from Hypnotic. Then is N.I. McGurk, who's a little bit behind right now on 197 points. Not awful, still doing quite well for themselves. However, he does need to improve if he wants to keep trying to take that constructors points and even have a chance in this drivers division as well. Then in fourth place we have the man who's just previously crashed out, iRegal. Not going to be good news for him, but it will be good news for the man in fifth place, for Seated Prune, who's only, I believe, 20 points behind him. So maybe after this race he could maybe add a few more points to that repertoire there and bang himself up into fourth place. So in the constructors right now we have the Mercedes taking the top spot with 399 points, quite good for them, with Haas starting to drop back quite rapidly here, 365 points, with McLaren 338 points, and Alpine battling it with them for third place on 325 points, and then Ferrari quite a bit back now in fifth place for 253 points. It's a bit of a distance, but nothing still they can work on with the rest of the season. Some good laps coming in here. Just Tonner and Tommy Ladd both taking the top spot on the fastest lap. However, nobody has lapped apart from Ross Wales, who's sat in third place right now. West Ditto comes around with the fastest lap overall. That's going to be good news for the AlphaTauri. That's not an AlphaTauri, that's an Alfa Romeo. God, it's going well already in the stream, isn't it? Some nice laps coming in right now. Slowest King is taking top spot right now with 100 really? 1 minute and 40 seconds. It would be about 107 seconds if we're going smart ass overall. But it's 1 minute 47 for normal people. Some more times coming in here. The board is starting to fill up as most people are out right now. only one person that is still in the pits, and that is Hypnotic. Is he trying to maybe hope for a bit of time of the track to clear up and then go on? Be looking at the weather and maybe able to see that the lap's clearing up? We do not know. Let's just see what happens here. You see Slows Kings here coming around nicely. It's going to be a lovely track to watch here. USA, it is famous for its speed and its DRS zones, and everybody does enjoy. That's the driver of Bucko. Yep, Bucko has spun out on the wets. And then been disqualified. Well then. And Slow Kings goes fastest lap overall. With a 147 flat almost. That is quite something to behold. Ooh. The new camera added a bad looks of it. I didn't see that before. So that means that two people are out, iRegal and Bucko. Bucko will take last place. Due to him being disqualified, makes it all a lot more worse. Obviously I don't comment on the other ones, on the other races, but some people have done very well for themselves in the thing, some people have not done very well for themselves in the F1 League. Hypnotic has now decided to join his teammate there and go out and get a lap. It's a very weird one. It's a bit off topic, but I do enjoy looking at everyone else's helmets. It's always fun to look at, see what everyone's going to go with. I think right now it is Facetied Prune who takes the top spot for that helmet camera. Sorry for that helmet there, it looks very eye-catching. It looks like a fun one there. I don't know if there's any other ones. Oh, we've got one of Flawless. Oh, sorry, an Dynamic Gurk. Doesn't beat Facetied Prunes. Well, we've got a bit of time here for the times. We've got a bit of time for the times to come in. I'll have a quick examination. Yep, I think out of this league right now, Facetied Prune is definitely taking the top spot for the best helmet. Bit of a tight takeover here by the looks of it between the Haas of Luxie and Dynamic Gurk. Dynamic Gurk is on a hot lap, but so is Luxie. Has Dynamic Gurk had to abandon his hot lap due to some Luxie blocking him, maybe? So will Dynamic Gurk go for the in lap here, or is he going to try out another hot lap and see how well he can do? Find out after the break. Drowsy looks taking a few more bits more time off. Driver seems to be taking a bit more time off his time, ironically. Shaving a couple milliseconds off it. That's everything though in this league. Still struggling on the cornering though, by the the looks of it. He's not doing the greatest on those bumps there. He goes a little bit wide there, and that has given him the disqualification on his lap. A lot of invalidation in here. It is quite a tough one to beat, especially in this section here that Air Blatch is going through. It's a very annoying sector to deal with in Sector 1. It's an annoying part of it. It's a tricky one for drivers to keep pushing their track limits. Right now the drivers at risk are AMG Smithy and Luxie. Don't know if they'll be that they are reserves tonight, so I don't think they'll be allowed to do a good time. A few more people still going around here. Not many people as well as before. Ross Wells right now trying to improve himself as he just has. Maybe going for another hot lap straight away afterwards. Has improved, going from 13th to 10th. It looks to be maybe an in lap right now, or it's a bit of a charge lap maybe. Roswell's coming in nicely here. Is he going to be moving into a hot lap in a second and after he finishes his final lap? Or is he going to go into in lap? And AMG Smithy has retired from session. That is due to him being a reserve. Flawless on the wrong side of the top 10 right now, which is not really a place we expect for him, due to him being one of the top people in the racing league right now. Sitting pretty in second place, I believe. Along with Hypnotic as well. He's not really sitting very high up for leading the driver's standings. However, he does not make his speeding in qualifying. He does keep it going well in the race. It will be nice to see how both drivers respond. Looking nicely here. A few more people entering their hot laps. Vinny Cusin improving on his previous Sector 1 time, going purple in there. And that's an unlucky invalidation of his lap time there. That is not what he needs to be doing. Kusen's going to go for another lap, along with also Slowest Kingers, who is doing better right now. Can Slowest Kingers do it? He's nailed this DRS zone here with a good exit. A lock up there slightly, not going to cause much problems, but it doesn't look to be fast enough. That last sector did not do him any favours there. Drowsy takes third place there. Knocking back Neem Girk into fourth place. And that brings the end to qualifying. Who's taking the top spot then? So right now it does look like Slowest King is going to take the top spot, but Drowsy may have something to say about that. Was on fresh inters, but he has invalidated there, going too close to that corner. That's going to cost him there, and that looks to be the top spot over. Slowest Kingers does take first place with a 1:46.484. That'll do it for pure qualifying 1. And we'll be saying goodbye to AMG Smithy, iRegal and PFC Bucko. Luxie will also have to retire because I think he's in the other one. He'll take 15th place. We don't know that yet. Just waiting for qualifying, just one's pitting. There's all your people there. It looks like someone from the Ferrari will be leading us out, and it is Drowsy will be the first person out. Drow's looking at a good time here. Every single person right now is out apart from Rick and Hypnotic Booch. And Drowsy takes in the top spot with a 1:33.4. Slowest King is coming in with a close behind on the mediums. He needs to make sure that those mediums are well rested. Now then, Mr. Theo taking in 5th there, putting, never mind, Flawless taking, no, Flawless not taking 5th, yes. on the mediums. Quite an even split right now for this race. A lot of people are going to be probably going soft, medium, soft. Other people are going to go into soft to hard. There's quite a good few strategies here that we could probably be discussing over time. So we have a yellow flag here right now. I think that might be the other Alfa Romeo of Mr. Theo. Maybe a bit of a spin that I might have missed. Or he's in low fuel mode, most likely, actually. He's in low fuel mode. And I'm at Gurk coming in 7th place right now, just taking a bit of a direct approach. Weird, but okay. Carry on. Never seen that one before. Okay. That's a little bit weird, but we still carry on. A lot of people are going to be probably pitting now. Obviously, Q2 is the tyres that you're going to be starting on the race as long as there's no rain. You start on these, so you're only making sure that you keep these tyres well rested, well kept. 2 laps is probably your maximum you should be doing on these. Almost everyone now has Brita in a time. Luke's obviously doing not a very good time due to the fact that he's going to have to be a reserve tonight. So a few people trying to improve on their times right now. Ross Wales trying to break into that top spot and get himself into Q3. Winnie Q's and trying to keep moving up on the grid and get himself out of that risk zone. Drives right now is taking the top spot on those mediums, going faster than previously before. 133.4. So out Hypnotic to comes now, leaving it better left late than fully not being here at all, I guess, but a lot of people coming out now to join everybody. Luke C, Ross Wales, Just Tonner, Vinny Cusin and Airblatch all on their out laps. Well, a few people, Mr. Theo and Anamic Girk, both on brand new pardon me, cough there coming along. All on fresh softs. They should all be going out. A lot of people are either on brand new mediums or brand new softs. And Anamic Girk has invalidated, so he's going to need to get around that course as fast as possible. And Slowest King has retired from the session. He believes he's done a fast enough time here to keep his top 10 spot. Probably with a 133.9, that should probably keep him in there. Due to also not going out. Ross Wales on brand new pair of mediums. Can he do a better time than previously set at 137? He needs to nail this course, but that might be an invalidation. Yep, he's invalidated. That's very unlucky for him. Girk has taken another chance here. Mr. Theo's going to try and get around, but he probably won't get there fast enough. However, Airblatch Facilited Prune. Airblatch was not able to finish, get a better time. Facilited Prune looks to maybe be breaking off his qualifying pace run, and you can't fault him here. Most people have finished, and they're not doing it the best. And I'm a Girk coming around the final lap. Can he improve on those times? And he does go fastest overall with a 133.055, almost basically 133 flat, taking him to top of the table. That's going to put him out of that danger zone, but also put Vinny Cusin into the danger zone here. That's not going to be good for the McLaren pair. bring an end to qualifying 2 here. The tyres that everyone will be starting on are here right now. A lot of people choosing the softs near the end of that session over the mediums. However, a few people in the top 10 have gone with the mediums. Slowest Kingers, Flawless and Hypnotic Booch all made it into the qualifying 3 with medium tyres. So that will help them out greatly here for that tyre advantage. However, we do not know yet if it's going to be rain in the actual race yet or not. Okay. Okay, we've got a few people going out now to try and go straight away, do well and get a time set. Drowsy taking a bit of stream there from his teammate, quite clever. Okay, Drowsy overtaking our fastest lap overall with a 1:33.9. 1.084. Not the fastest time I've had today, but it's the second fastest, I believe. So Slowest King is taking the fastest spot overall and taking the fastest lap overall in the session. This man does not give up at all. He's brought in it back after back. Can he match his race pace with his qualifying pace today? So right now, Flawless is the only person out on track. He must be loving that. But instantaneously, we see Prune just destroy that home. Now Flawless has retired from the session. He doesn't want to do a second lap, however Slowest King does choose to. Okay, so everybody except Hypnotic is going to be cutting it close. He's now on a hot lap. Can the McLaren man take that top spot? Driver Zero Brawler has had to retire here. It looks like he may have had some sort of problem here. Yeah, Drazzy's right there. He has retired on track. I'm guessing he just didn't want to finish his lap. I can't fault him. So was N.I. McGurk. Okay, and that is the King. Slowest King has improved on his lap time, utterly dominating everybody else there, almost about a second and a bit in front of everybody, taking the top spot and getting the podium start, so the pole start, sorry. And we have AMG Speeds, who is jumping into the Aston Martin seat. He'll be coming in as a reserve tonight, but he'll be enjoying the race in 19th place, also taking up his teammate in the Aston Martin. So we've got another person jumping in. I don't know if they'll be able to start. Okay then. And we are now racing. Drive-through penalty though for West Ditto, who has started the race early, and there's a bit of a spin instantaneously. There's been a tremendous spin at the front, and Regal has retired instantaneously. Well, that's one way to kick off the race, isn't it? So, crikey. AMG Smithy has now had a 5-second collision and withdraws the Prowler, along with Hypnotic Booch as well. Having a collision. Bucko has had a severe collision with AMG Speeds, who's now shot himself up into 11th place. Sorry, 12th place. Ross Wales, though, having no front wing will mean he has to pit. What damage to his front wing by the looks of it. That is one way of starting the race, I guess. West Ditto coming along with no front wing and leaving the session. Well, that's going to be good news to everybody else who isn't a Mercedes fan right now, as I realise scratched out their constructors' points are going to be not as much. So a few people beginning to pit now who had some front wing damage. Hypnotic, Ross Wales, Rick. Pretty much everybody on the backside of the grid is taking into a position where they can't do it. And safety car is in this lap. Racing will be beginning again. However, with quite a bit of a change up from the top of the grid and the bottom. Oh, pardon me. And the bottom of the grid with Hypnotic and AMG Speeds drastically changing their positions. AMGs in general. Drastically changing position along with AMG Smithy as well. And Luxie. They've all done incredibly well for themselves here. People that were at the back of the grid now moved into the top 10. Can they bring home some points for their team? So right now it looks to be a bit of a battle going on here. A three-way battle. I'm going to be predicting it. It's between Flawless and I McGurk and Slowest Kingers all going in. Slowest Kingers gets a good start here away from Nee McGurk. Nee McGurk gets a good start away from Flawless, but Flawless does not get a good start away from Drowsy, and Drowsy is miles out in front of everybody else. Don't know what happened there. Ross Wells has had a 3-second time penalty. Tightens his corner. AMG Speeds makes a good move in on AMG Smithy, pulling him back. Now he turns his attention towards his teammate of all people. Will he stay behind him or will he get to know him and pass him? Just Tonner pushing down the back of Tommy Ladd, who's taking a bit of a distance. Drowsy's also closing in right now on Flawless. Can he do something about that and get into him, or can Flawless keep defending? So that's the thing, I do apologise. Flawless not using up a lot of his ERS, saving it for Drowsy as he moves into the corner. Drowsy here taking the inside lane, and that is giving Drowsy the chance here, but Drowsy's going to brake a little bit late here and cut over Flawless. That's a bit of a dirty move there from Drowsy, not really allowed. And he swings it over to the right to cut him off straight away, forcing Flawless to brake a little more early, but I don't know the change in that rule. Vinny Cusin looks to be moving himself up here and battling with Mr. Theo. Mr. Theo seeing that Vinny Cusin's gone wide here, takes his opportunity. AMG Speed's also taking a time penalty now. And Slowest King has set the fastest lap overall there. Hypnotic Booch chasing down the back of AMG Speeds. These two are friends in real life, but will they be friends in game? I doubt it highly. Mr. Theo and Vinny Cusin still battling it out here. AMG Smith is starting to sink to the back of the grid here. Not going to be good news for him here, but since he started so well after the safety, so well during the safety car to put himself to 9th place, and then after that he's not really gone that well. And it's started to go downhill. Just Tonner taking the inside of Tommy Ladd here. Can he go? He's on the outside lane here, so he's going to struggle to get traction on the side. He's going to break off his attack for this one and let him move forward. However, Luxie does take the position from him. Luxie does keep the position. Just Tonner is being attacked now by Besieged Prune. Besieged Prune has more straight line speed here. And with that gap being opened up, his teammate also moves in to take the position, but does not go fast enough into the corner. It's going to be a tight one. Can Besieged Prune keep it now? He's on the outside of the lane, but he's going to try and move inside here. Slowly and safely takes the inside lane. Besieged Prune getting it and using AMG speeds here. Just got a better camera angle here. Just Tonner is still slightly behind as they go into this sharp corner. Besieged Prune is on the outside though. He moves in here, trying to cut him off, and there's been a collision here. Slowest Kingers and Just Tonner do make collision here, and both fly off. DRS has been enabled, but luckily for them, they are right next to the pit. But that is not going to help them. But it's good news for his teammate now, who moves up to incredible distances here. Luxie takes the inside lane off Tommy Ladd. Tommy Ladd tries to defend it well though. Doesn't he has less ERS, but he has more speed on this fresh sauce right now. Can he carry his attack on? Lucy's now being given a time penalty. See, you can see the tight moves here as they're trying to attack, but Tommy Ladd has held well. However, with a DRS zone coming up, like for the top four here, who are all battling it out for that first place. And I McGurk does not have DRS, and Drowsy has opened himself up to it. Liam McGurk has just moved straight away over to try and cover from the inside lane attack here. And McGurk moving round here to hold his position very well. Amazing defending there from N.I. McGurk to hold Drowsy off for even longer. AMG Smithy now at the back of the grid. Or near the back of the grid, I think, anyway. Now this battle is still taking a bit tight here. Lucy had broken through here, but Hypnotic is chasing down the back of Luxie here. We're going to use our camera. AMG Speeds takes the fastest lap overall as he's moving to 5th place. Hypnotic moving up on the left-hand side to take the inside lane here. And does so with ease. Tom's going to try and take the inside lane here and brake a little bit early, but that does not help him whatsoever. Rick's being given a time penalty here. Hypnotic turns his attention now to Luxie, who he is cutting down in time very well. He's looking maybe every 10 meters to knock off a 10th right now. It looks like this at this point. He is going insanely fast, like a man on fire. Luxie is gaining time to the car in front. However, with no ERS to keep him going, that is going to be like blood in the water. You should never be ever letting your ERS go that low this early in the race. That is going to be a blood in the water for right now for Hypnotic, who's going to be taking that and easing himself, taking more time to compose himself, and then waiting until he's got nothing left, Luxie, on that ERS, and then he's going to be all over him. But Hypnotic does need to hurry up a slight bit more here, wait for a DRS zone and really push ahead. Slowest Kingers is now begin to pit here, take on some heavier tyre maybe. Harder tyre, sorry. Slowest Kingers still leading that first. Drowsy and Flawless both catching up to him now. McGurk pitting cost him now to put him to 11th place. As he comes out a bit of a distance. Now 12th, maybe even 13th here if Bucko can pass him. But he doesn't. Hypnotic Boots now being given a time penalty for corner cutting. Luxie's now chasing the back of Hypnotic. Luxie's also been given a time penalty instantaneously as we focus on him. Hypnotic Booch passing him and taking his attention now towards AMG Speeds, who is taking his attention to Flawless, who is then taking his attention to Drowsy, and then who's taking his attention to Slowest Kingers, who is Slowest Kingers is just trying to stay straight ahead realistically, but my throat has just died trying to do all that in one breath. Drowsy turned to the inside lane here, but Slowest Kingers faster on the brakes than him, taking that inside before Drowsy can get a chance to. Drowsy having to move off the inside lane there, but does take it here. Drowsy a bit of a snap though. That's going to cost him some serious time there. Coming into that corner. AMG Smithy looks to be chasing down the back of Just Honor. I think Just Honor may have passed him, but AMG Smithy brakes way too late there. That's also going to let Ross Wales, never mind, somebody else, Seated Prune, take that position of him quite easily. Just want to have a look at the background there, see how they're all doing. Tommy Ladd and Vinny Cusin in a bit of a battle here, along with Blatched. Three-way battle here, and Vinny Cusin jumps the gun maybe a little bit too there, and goes a little bit on the inside, sorry, he goes a bit too fast on the inside lane there. Makes a slight bit of contact. Lovely corners here. The drivers are all still quite compact together. They're all in their own little chunk, which is what we like to see. The racing doesn't get boring. Drowsy is still chasing the back of Slowest King. Slowest King is doing amazing right now. See, if you look right now, Drowsy should be beginning to slow down as those tyres will be starting to give out on him, which will give Slowest King the advantage, and Flawless as well. So it looks like those two will probably be in their positions, but Slowest King is doing very well right now to defend from Drowsy's attacks. Flawless trying to keep in that DRS zone on Drowsy as he's going to probably move into attack soon. Maybe get a move for himself. Try and move around, it could be. And I'm going to go right now on the hard rather than we had. That could be, looks like he's going to try and move to the end of the race on those. Safety car would definitely help him out. Another 3-second penalty for AMG Speed is not going to help him out. Now we're going to be seeing a lot of the soft people begin to pit. That's not really going to be great news for AMG Speed and Hypnotic, who are both on the softs. And Drowsy, who are on that top sort of 5 position right now, where it's going to really matter most to them. AMG Speed, you can already see, he's starting to lose time to the car in front. He's probably going to need to look at pitting soon, jumping onto a pair of hards maybe and just running it to the end of the race. And Drowsy makes a final one more move, and it looks to be sticking here, but Drowsy does not have the inside lane. He moves over and puts his elbows out, forcing Slowest King to break maybe here, take a little bit wider than he wants to. Drowsy has that inside lane here, he's going to try and move over, but Drowsy has gone too far left there, and Slowest King holds on for another lap. Slowest King has been using a lot of that ERS though, and that's not going to be helping him right now. Now Slowest King has jumped into the pits here. This is a weird idea. He's only done 10 laps on those mediums. Maybe a bit of poor tyre management, or he's looking for a different strategy maybe. He's gone to the softs here, so we could be seeing a different tactic here, maybe doing 2 pairs of softs. Run 9 laps each. We don't know right now, but it'll be always fun to have a look and see how it goes. See a lot of people on the softs are going to be looking at pitting right now. AMG Speed's getting ready to make a move here on Flawless, starting to set himself up with that DRS allowance. Both of them a little bit quite equal on the ERS. AMG Speed slightly more. Hypnotic still lingering in the background though, looking for maybe a mistake from any of the 2 drivers. With only 2 seconds behind, they'll still be ready to pounce on that instantaneously. West Ditto looks to be trying to make a move on Tommy Lad out in front, but looks to have messed up there maybe. And Rick has overtaken Luxie, who's jumped into the pits now. What's his strategy going to be? It looks to maybe be the white of the hard. No, the white of with the mediums. Yep, he's going for the hards with also a front wing repair. Slowest King is obviously on those brand new softs, chasing down the back of Enai McGurk. It's going to be difficult for Enai McGurk to defend off those as he's on 3-lap old hards. Yes, the hards will be okay because they're a bit fresh and they've had time to warm up now, because the first lap was going to be really bad for the hards. But now they've had a few laps to warm up, they can maybe hold out a little bit, but they're still going to be nowhere near as fast as the softs, especially a brand new pair of softs. See that dynamic Gurk brakes a little bit too fast. Slowest King has activated some ERS to try and get himself going. Moves along. And looks like he has just enough bit of speed here to keep himself going. But dynamic Gurk still going to try and battle him out for this position. Both of them go to the corner with Slowest King as leading. However, dynamic Gurk is moving push for that inside. But does not, and that is going to be him getting away pretty much there. He's about 7/10 off now. If you can escape DRS, that will pretty much be the nail in the coffin for this race. Well, this is just this personal race battle right now, which he has done, and takes fast lap overall off AMG Speeds, who right now is leading. He has overtaken Flawless. A spin here from Ross Wales. Hypnotic still looking behind the two drivers here. Some amazing tyre management right now from AMG Speeds, who is beginning to pull away from Flawless, even though he's on older tyres. Sorry, on equal tyres, but on a harder, softer compound. Well done. Okay, AMG Speeds is pitting, however that 5-second penalty accrued from the start. That's not going to be good news for him. However, he's banged on a pair of mediums here. He's going to try and do 14 laps on those. That could have worked pretty well for him. Hypnotic is joining him in that idea as well. Now Flawless and Rick both leading Rick quite a bit of a distance away. The grid is starting to space out right now. Ross Wales not having a good time in that little bit of a left-right section there. He's not enjoying himself at all, I can tell. And Ross Wales has... I have no idea what happened there. Crashed out, I guess? Well, that's Ross Wales out, and that's a safety car being triggered. So that's going to be good news for anybody who is on old tyres and is near the pit lane, because they'll be jumping straight onto some mediums, I'm going to guess, and running those to the end. This is going to make everybody a lot more glad, because the grid is going to be reformed quite well here, and everyone's going to have another chance at moving around. Okay, and the safety car is in this lap. It's going to be a very goody opening. And instantaneously, N.I. McGirt makes a move here to take those top spots, or to hold that top spot and get us a good lead. And I've just sneezed, I do apologise. I won't get to me. And it looks like Mr. Theo has had a bit of a spin here. And is that the end of him for the race? It is now, he's been disqualified. PFC Bucko is stuck behind A&G Smith. He's going to try and escape that straight away. Rick is closing in heavily right now on Drowsy. This is going to be a tight one to move in. Can he do it though? He has the outside line. Going to try and cut in nicely here. Move for the inside line here in a second. He's got it round. He's going to use his elbows here to try and take that inside lane for the other side. But Drowsy steals it before he can go. Both are close by. Drowsy uses his elbows again. So does Rick. Engine speed has picked up a lot of penalties in that last few seconds. Don't know, pardon me, how. And Rick makes the move complete here with Flawless chasing down the back of an Gerg. The two rivals once again moving around, pushing for these last podium places. And Gerg moves to cover the inside lane. Flawless goes wide to pick more speed up. Who's going to be able to get the best speed, less traction to lead off from the speed? And it looks like Gerg is going to take a serious lead into that corner. He really has that mastered right now. Flawless though has the better tyre and the fresher tyre. That's the word. Freshness is the word. Fresh. However, though, Gerg could be brought to a saviour here by Rick, who's going to be taking Flawless for a bit of a battle himself. However, this could turn instantaneously on Gerg's head due to the fact that if Flawless does get a move through, that leaves him exposed to Rick. Gerg takes the inside lane here, but it's going to be forced onto the outside there. Try and maybe let him go in earlier here. Brake earlier, move for the faster lane. It didn't really work out there. He braked a little bit too hard. And that has Flawless take the position away from Gerg. Rick now turns his attention to Gerg instead of Flawless. The plan has backfired completely. There has been a bit of a... DRS has been enabled as well. Gerg moves over to defend on the left side. Some good battling going on here between these two as they move into the first sector. Sorry, sneezed again. Seasonal cold is not helping out right now. Rick obviously making the move. He's now starting to pull away from Gerg. Gerg has trailed here in two positions, but has done pretty well to hold out on the hards. He should have realistically pitted, but his time will come. He may move for the mediums or the hards, so for another pair of mediums or softs. But can he hold on now for these last 8 laps? That's all he needs to do. Hold on for 8 more laps, and he has that 4th place guaranteed. And these tyres up front will slow down for him. AMG Speeds makes a move on Drowsy. However, though, with AMG Speeds taking 15 seconds in penalties out in the top 10, he won't even be there anymore if it carries on like this. It's not a good day right now for him on the penalty board. Along with Luxie and Bucco. So a quick check actually how well everyone's... AMG has done well to get this far up high, along with Rick, who's done really well to get up high. But those penalties will be sinking AMG Speeds, but not as much Rick. And Slowest Kings has spun out as well. Oh dear. From a man who led the race first, it is a serious bit of problem here. That could be Slowest Kingers out of the top 10. Definitely out of first place. An awful show here for Slowest Kingers near the end of it. That is such a sad sight to see. But we do have to carry on, and with Rick taking first place, Flawless now turns his attention on him. Both on equal laps of their tyres being used, and both on equal tyres. It now comes down to setups and their skill. Drowsy, Brawler, Vinny Q's and AMG Speeds are all in a bit of a tough battle right now. There may have been contact then between AMG Speeds and Drowsy. I didn't get a good view of it. Drowsy all the back. Still a good battle going on here between the three drivers here. This is good to watch. Tommy Ladd now being given a 3-second time penalty. Hypnotic now chasing the back of AMG Speed. The man does not want to give up yet, and the McLarens have done very well for themselves to claw the back of their positions. RIZE is keeping him going. Time is still going. Hypnotic starting to distance himself off. And Verstappen has crashed out of the session here. Not nice to see near the end of the session. Slowest Kingers has moved up into 11th place here. Not doing the best for him right now. He's still trying to get into that top 10 for some points. MG Speed's lapping up those penalties right now. It needs to calm down on those. It's not going to work if he keeps doing it. He needs to go full force for these next 2 laps and burn up as much of that ERS as he can as he moves into these last laps. Right now, Enam McGurk has held on to that top spot right now. As everyone's obviously, he has taken some serious good moves there from Slowest Kingers, who's obviously now in that podium spot and 8 seconds away. He looks to have held it there. well here. Coming to the end of these final few laps, you're only burning off every bit of ERS just to try and keep yourself in front of the... McGurk is chasing down the back of Flawless. If he only had a bit more time, he might have been able to catch up to him. And that brings us to the end of the race. AMG Speeds obviously having to take a bit of a distance down, but still in the points though. So as Kingers does move up into 6th place. However, the front row has been decided of a Flawless, Rick and N.I. McGurk. And that is the race then, guys. And that is the grid order. We all had a lovely time tonight, guys.